This is Joe Malone, and we are talking Walk MS, which is coming up this Saturday. Alpha Media of Mason City, proud to be a partner with this event. And one of the women that makes this thing happen is volunteer coordinator Jen Gogerty, and my friend Jen. She's here with us. How are you?
I'm great. Joe, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. So Walk MS is this Saturday. Fill us in on where, what, and when, and all that sort of stuff.
So it is this Saturday, the 27th, at Southbridge Mall. The site opens at 8:30, and then there's going to be a little bit of a program at 9:15, and then we are off to the races
or to the walking. You don't need
to the
race.
walking.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah. Now there's a 1 mile route and a 3 mile route that we'll be setting up prior to the walk this Friday. I'm
Yes.
planning on doing that.
Yes.
And that brings us either kind of a loop downtown or a path out to East Park and back, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Now, multiple sclerosis. Fill us in on what MS is. Obviously, I know. My grandma, my wife, both affected by it. You have multiple sclerosis. What is MS?
Well, MS is an autoimmune disorder that affects the central nervous system. So let's talk about the brain, the spinal cord. So as you can imagine, talking about brain and spinal cord, it can affect a lot of functioning things that we may take for granted of everyday life. And it affects everyone a little bit differently. Everyone is not the same, and the severity of it is not the same either. And so that's one of the great things with this fundraiser of this event is to help create not only like new medications, but research to hopefully help slow that progression and hopefully find that cure.
Yeah, and create a community, people that can rely on each other and support each other.
That's right. And that's one of the best things about this event is because you feel the connection, and connection kills MS.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so uplifting because we're all there and we're all there for the same purpose, and we're doing it together. So
how's your MS journey going? When were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed July 31st, 2002.
Okay, so 22 years ago.
That date is seared in my brain forever.
And things are going well, getting better.
At my
stable.
At my last MRI, everything was stable.
And stable is great.
That is the best word you can hear. That means that there's no new activity. And actually, I'm on my 5th medication with this disease process. And actually, this medication that I'm on currently is something that's been around for 15 years.
Okay. So this didn't even exist when you were diagnosed?
No, when I was diagnosed, there was 3 medications to choose from.
And so the money that's raised by events like Walk MS helps do the clinical trials, helps get that stuff finalized, so that way you can have stable, no new activity be a thing, which is huge.
It is huge. And it, as you can tell, if you've watched any TV and you've got commercials, you see there's all these commercials for advertising for all these different kind of drugs that can help people suffering from MS, which I think is just fabulous because that some of these things were not a choice back in the day.
Well, you can help make more progress happen. Get us closer to a cure by joining up, by donating, by walking, by helping raise awareness, and spreading the message on your social media as you walk this Saturday. Again, Southbridge Mall for Walk MS. 8:30 is when things get going. About 9:15 for the program. 9:30 for the walk. More info can be found right here on our website, or just search Walk MS Mason City, and that'll get you where you need to be as well. So, Jen, thanks for coming in.
All right. Thanks for having me, Joe.